If we look at the necessity of producing more and more commodities, that comes from the fact that we are not able to manage what we already have. We talk about forests as a source of commodity. This is only a small percentage of the values of the forest. Without the existence of forests and trees, there is no life. The climate would be unbearable. The water will be much less clean than it is right now. The weather would be much more severe. So basically, this is the existence of forests and trees is simply necessary for our lives. First of all, the matter of human behavior and human approach. We can produce more from the same area, but also waste of commodities we already produce. So for example, in Poland we lose 4 million tons of food every year. If we can manage this food better, that means that we can produce less. That means that we have less pressure on the production, which means less pressure to the nature, to the forest, to the agriculture. I strongly believe that in terms of forests that are, let's say, not primeval forests, we have no other choice but simply do something by ourselves to make them sustainable. Right now we observe, for example, that with the climate change we have the decline of species that we always had in the country. The most resistant Scots pine that covers 60% of Polish forests, it's having problem right now. So we have to go into replacing generations, make forests more diverse, more suitable for the site they are from. You simply have to look at the nature, see how the nature works, and then try to introduce these solutions based on the nature to the reality. But it has to be done in the active way. Education of people, the education of customers, education of children, education of parents, education of teachers in terms of good food, the good use of food, the nutritional values of food. This is something we have to start with. And then, by creating awareness of the quality of products we use, we can easily translated to taking care of the environment.